Okay, you might think that's pretty fast, but if we actually now change the pendulum action and put it up into its third position, this should actually put maximum sweep into the blade and enable me to actually cut even faster. If we just notice now, we're on this section here, which is number 3, dead easy to set up. I don't need any special tools, but this would completely change the characteristics of this jigsaw. Okay, so let's actually try this more complicated cut, which is called a plunge cut. To do this, I must take it off the number 3 pendulum action and move it over to a number 0. Dead easy to do again. But what we're actually going to do is try and enter the material with actually not making a hole first. So this is where variable speed is a real asset, and I can still easily get to that accelerator button using my little finger. See now I'm in the material and able to actually go in whatever direction I want to without using a drill. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is how Black & Decker have brought innovation to jigsaws. We've got lots of new features on this product, and the way we've actually come up with them is spending a lot of time actually looking at what makes a really good jigsaw and how can you make it easier for the user to actually use. Gone are the actual screwdriver slots for actually doing your blade changes. And we've actually moved over to a lever now, which can be just simply pulled back by your finger. So you pull this trigger right the way up, and this enables you to actually put the blade in. As soon as you release it, it's actually grabbed that blade and it's not going to come out. If you look here and move this lever forward, you can actually see through this window here that we're actually set on 0 degrees. As we adjust the base into the viewing window, shows exactly and precisely what angle the jigsaw is actually set to the base. And then when you're happy, you just simply push this lever down, it's locked into place and you can't move it again. Well, what we've actually come up with here is a new system called Auto Select. And what we have is still pendulum action as you found on our other jigsaws, but this is for, really actually takes the hard work out of pendulum action. This simple symbols actually are designed so you actually line up a picture with what is most suitable for you actually to be cutting, and it automatically sets the speed of the jigsaw and actually the pendulum action as well. This just takes the calculations out of it, and from lots of research and design, we know this actually sets your jigsaw up for the perfect application. Moving across the jigsaw, we've also thought about blade storage. There's hundreds of different types of jigsaw blades that can be used, but what we've actually done is just to make it easy, the most common types can actually be kept in this cassette on the side of the machine. We've actually fitted magnetic pads in there, which actually hold the blade so they don't just fall out on the floor as soon as you open the door. And then to put them back in again, it simply grips using the magnets, and you have a nice snap down firm lid which stops any chance of the blades actually falling out. The advantage of this is you've always got the right blade with your jigsaw. Looking down the top of the jigsaw, again, what we've actually done is looked at a way of actually increasing the actual sight line again, so that you can be confident you can actually see exactly where you're cutting against your pencil line. We've physically removed plastic out of the front of the machine to enable you to increase your viewing window. As you expect from a quality jigsaw, we've also included the dust extraction feature, enabling you to plug this in at the back, again needing no tools, but this enables you to plug into your vacuum cleaner and enables you to keep your work much cleaner and a lot less dusty. So once you actually finished work, you haven't got so much clearing up to do at the end. But if we actually look along here, this machine has something completely different, which is actually the dust extraction continuing right to where the blade actually pops out the machine. This enables you to suck away very closely to the blade itself and really see the visibility of the pencil line that you're actually cutting. Okay, we're going to actually show you with a jigsaw how to actually do a proper application. So we've got some skirting board here. We're going to need to cut a 45-degree angle on it so it actually fits into a corner. So the jigsaw is actually set up ready to go for that application. that would be just too easy to leave it like that. Let's show you how I got it there. It's very easy. We just actually take it completely back out again and set it up as if you just bought it out of the box. Now we know we need to cut at a 45-degree angle. So the first thing to do is actually slacken off the shoe, and then we actually dial in 45. Hopefully you can just see that in that window there. It's nice and clear for me. I push the lever over and lock that, and that enables this actual base to stay exactly where it needs to be. Then I simply look at these actual pictures here and relate it to what I'm cutting. Well, I'm not cutting a tortoise, but I know I'm going to be cutting wood. So what I'm going to do is whack this straight round to wood. It actually sets the right speed and then the right pendulum action, and I should be good to go. Let's see how we get on. So we're going to cut the hardest piece of material to cut with a jigsaw. I've got to make sure, obviously, I've got my gloves on here because we're going to be cutting metal. It's going to get pretty sharp, so we want to make sure that I'm protected. Again, we need to actually work out what setting we need to actually put the jigsaw on. But the auto select system makes it pretty easy. You can actually see here some checker plate metal. I must actually make a point of this. It's really important to actually make sure you've got very, very good accessories. So you need to make sure you've got a decent quality metal cutting jigsaw blade to do this task. You need to actually make sure it actually stays sharp, and if it does actually look like it's going dull, don't be scared to throw it away and get another one, because you will get a better result. Right, so let's start this off then.